Welcome and welcome back to Find Natural Hair Rocks. My name is Lavinia Latham, and I am the host and founder of this channel, Find Natural Hair Rocks. Now, if you read the title correctly, today we're talking about why I did this specific thing to heal my scalp, and why I think you should do it too. So this is actually a live that will be available to watch permanently here on Find Natural Hair Rocks if you are interested in seeing this video after the fact. So, yeah, let's just jump on into this. Now, if you've been following Find Natural Hair Rocks for a while, you would have known that I've been kind of experiencing some natural hair issues. If you're anything like me, you probably have itchy, dry scalp where you get some flaking at the edges. Perhaps your edge control is not doing what your edge control needs to do, that kind of a thing. And so there are three things that I did to kind of heal my scalp and to bring it back to normal. So I'm going to show you exactly what those three things are right now, because it's something that I had to stumble upon to make work for myself, and I'm really happy to say that even though I kind of stumbled upon it to make it work for myself, here I am today with that issue pretty much corrected. So the first tip that I would say to absolutely do to heal your scalp, and watch all the way to the end for the number one thing that I did that really made a change. Now, the first thing that I did was I came off of a schedule in terms of washing my hair. So instead of washing my hair every week or every 2 weeks, here on YouTube in these YouTube streets, a lot of the times people talk about wash your hair, on a schedule. So if you've got dry, itchy scalp, you want to go ahead and wash your hair as needed. So that might mean every single day, that might mean every other week, but it absolutely means that as the flakes appear, you want to be doing something to get rid of them. Now, for me, the flakes were quite large and it wasn't something that was attractive to walk around with on the daily basis. So for that reason, it was something that I wanted to get rid of really, really quickly. If you are joining, please let me know in the chat. Let me know who you are because I'd love to connect. So, yeah, that's tip number one: wash your hair on an as needed basis. Tip number two would absolutely be to, when you are washing your hair, you want to go ahead and use a dry, itchy scalp formulated type of shampoo. So, there are two shampoos that can do this, and I'm going to show them to you right now. The first one is this one right here. So this is the As I Am Dry Itchy Scalp Care Olive and Tea Tree Oil Dandruff Shampoo. And please let me know if you can hear me. If there's audio issues, I can absolutely fix that right now too. But this right here is really fantastic. I was actually using just regular Head and Shoulders to get rid of the dry scalp and the itchies, and it worked. But what I really liked about this particular product right here, which I will leave links to, is that it actually maintained the moisturization in my hair. Now, Fine natural hair period, is very dry in nature. And so for that reason, you really want to be using products that are going to put the moisture back in. Really love this because it does what it needs to do for the scalp. It actually has some, components to it that actually, like, medicinal components to it. So it's got zinc pyrathione, 1% of this active ingredient that's going to help your scalp. And then the rest of the product is formulated for curly strands, which is fantastic. If you can't get your hands on that, because that is a very specific product in beauty supply stores, you might not be able to get your hands on it. If you can't, then you can use this one. So this is an oldie but goodie. This is the Head and Shoulders Dry Scalp Care, specifically the infused with almond oil one. And this one also has medicinal ingredients in it too. It's got the same 1% of pyrithione zinc. So this is more something you can find in your Walmart, Walgreens, if you're in the US, any of those pharmacies type thing. And it's a lot easier to find as opposed to the As I Am. Although I must say that this one is starting to find its way, I find, in a more mainstream type atmosphere. But yeah, between the two of those, your scalp, your itchies, they're going to definitely calm down. The third thing that I did, and that I would absolutely say that this is something that I did, and it's not really popular in the natural hair community, and I get it, because the whole idea of oiling your scalp is because we've got just naturally dry strands, and it's really difficult for sebum to find its way from the scalp all the way down to the strands of your hair, right? And so if you are having those issues, not oiling your scalp doesn't really make sense. However, if you are experiencing dry, itchy scalp, then you're going to want to go ahead and ditch the oils on your scalp. Girlfriend, I promise you, it will make a difference. I was actually losing my hairline, and there were videos. I still made my videos same ways because, I mean, Financial Hair Rock still has to exist. Hi, Kalina. Yeah, I still made the video same ways, but my edges were falling out, and that was because, I was putting oils on my scalp. Jamaican black castor oil for sure. Oftentimes when we're here in these, natural hair streets, we try a bunch of different products to see what works. I mean, I'm no different. But sometimes those things can cause irritation. Those things can cause just scalp itchies and stuff like that. So things that I was using on my scalp that I stopped using completely, argan oil. So I wasn't really using this on my scalp per se, but I wasn't avoiding it on my strands close to my scalp, if that makes sense. Now I only concentrate this oil as well as other oils towards the ends of my hair, and that has led to really fantastic results for me. For me personally, and if your scalp is like mine and it gets irritated very easily, keep everything off of your scalp at least until you can figure it out, and then start isolating your products to see what's causing the itchies, what's causing the issues for you. For me, it's Jamaican black castor oil. I can't put Jamaican black castor oil on my scalp. There are anecdotal pieces of evidence that Jamaican black castor oil creates thicker strands and, stronger and all those fantastic things. But for someone like me with an irritated scalp, that's a no-go. Again, just some other serums that have been working really, really well for the strands of the hair, not necessarily the scalp. This is one from Royalty, their hair nourishing serum. Tea tree oil. This is something that, like, you don't want to be putting tea tree oil on your scalp by itself anyways, because it's an essential oil, and essential oils can absolutely be a little bit too potent in nature. So I wouldn't suggest that. But it's a fantastic oil if you can, mix it with a carrier oil. So a carrier oil being like extra virgin olive oil, maybe coconut oil, maybe just regular olive oil. You can blend it on up, and then maybe it might work. Because I have heard that tea tree oil has like, like a astringent effect. Like it really does heal and detox the scalp. Again, though, if you are somebody with a very sensitive scalp, I wouldn't recommend it. That's pretty much it. Today's video is super short. Today's live is super short. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back on Monday with either an upload or a live. If you like this information, you thought it was useful, please feel free to share this video or any other Fine Natural Hair Rocks video with another friend who you think might benefit from this type of advice to help you kind of get your strands to where you want your strands to be. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a big like, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because we just talk all natural hair advice here. Purely natural hair. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.